Hey y'all, tonight I'm going to be making some sausage balls. I got this recipe from, I believe her name is Courtney, from Home Sweep Home. She has a cleaning and decorating channel, and I will try my best to remember to link her channel down below. But she made these sausage balls, and me and Courtney were watching it, my daughter, and she was like, oh my gosh mom, those look so good. So all that it takes is a pound of like breakfast sausage, one of the cheddar bay biscuit mix, and then a pound of shredded cheese and a quarter of a cup of milk. So I have this really cool little shredder thing for cheese, and I love it. My bowl's a little low, so I'm just gonna kind of do it like this. But I love this little thing. You just crank it. Oh, right here. You just put the cheese in there and just kind of start. Which way? There we go. And you just start shredding it. Oh, I always end up doing it the wrong way. There we go. And I love it. And now we're going to add in the biscuit mix. You're going to put the little, there's a little seasoning packet that goes on top at the end. So we'll put that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and put our biscuit mix in there. And a quarter cup of milk. Also, I have my oven preheating to 400. I'm just going to I'm fixing to put the milk in, but I was just kind of mixing it just a tad before I do that. We'll go ahead and do it. So we're going to add in a fourth of a cup of milk. And then you're going to have to use your hands because it's going to be pretty thick mixture. So I almost feel like I may have to add more milk. This is really dry. So I'm just going to add a splash because I feel like I don't know if she did that, but mine is really dry. Okay, y'all, now I'm going to roll these into little balls and see how it turns out. So I've never made sausage balls, so. Mine wouldn't all fit, so I have to get a second one. Okay, y'all, now I'm going to put these in the oven for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Okay, y'all, I took a quarter cup of butter and melted it in the microwave. I was just kind of finishing getting it melted. And then we're going to take that seasoning mix packet or whatever that came with the cheddar bay biscuits, and we're going to mix it with this butter, and we're going to put it on top of the sausage balls. So, okay, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. But okay. Okay, y'all, they are done. I wish I would have sprayed the bottom of the pan because they are kind of stuck to this wax paper. But anyways, I'm just going to brush some of this butter mixture on top of all the sausage balls. And we made pinto beans the other night for supper, and I still had leftovers, so I'm heating up those. And we're just making some of this Annie's mac and cheese and the white cheddar mac and cheese. And we're going to eat that on the side. Okay, y'all. The only thing is, this one was one of the only ones that didn't stick. All the rest, the bottoms, stuck. So I don't know if I should have sprayed the pan. And then we have the Annie's mac and cheese, leftover pinto beans, and that's going to be our supper. And then we will come back after we eat these and give you our opinion on them. Courtney's still chewing. Okay, it's been a while since we got reactions.
So good.
You like them?
I love sausage balls, and these taste like kind of like the ones I made in my culinary class, but. And then the mac and cheese is good. I'm very picky on mac and cheese. So.
Yeah, she started being picky about that kind of stuff.
I love it. Really good.
Yay. Okay, Peyton, what do you think about it?
Very yummy.
Very yummy. Adrian? What do you think of the sausage balls?
Gatorade.
Okay.
They're good.
And
everything else is good.
If there's leftovers, I will be bringing them tomorrow because I have to go to work right after school. So
She has a job
if there's
now.
leftovers, I had a job.
Peyton, you might take some for lunch? No, not tomorrow.
There's not even gonna be that much left, probably.
Okay. Thank y'all. I like them too, so thumbs up for me. Hey y'all. Hey, welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. We're going to be making an easy white chicken chili. And what we're going to need to make it easier is we're going to use 2 large cans of this chicken breast meat. Or if you have some chicken breast you want to cook, it says you can use 3 cooked and chopped chicken breasts or 2 large cans of white chicken. It also called for 2 cans of, oh, I forgot to get 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, which I need to grab. But 2 cans of navy, or I never say this word right, cannellini beans. I didn't have cannellini or whatever you say, but I have navy, so I'm going to use those. It called for 2 cans of, I don't know what shoe peg corn is. It says, or they used 1 large can of white and yellow sweet corn, which I don't have either. So I've got 2 cans of whole kernel corn. I don't know if I'm going to use both. I may only use one. We'll just kind of see. You want a 10-ounce can of Rotel tomatoes, which I have, and 16 ounces of Velveeta cheese, which I have. So I'm going to grab the 2 cans of cream of chicken, and we're going to start assembling this. Okay, y'all, I've went ahead. I've got a Dutch oven that I'm using, but you can also use just a big pot. And I took the 2 cans of the navy beans, or if you have the cannellini beans, just go ahead and drain all of the liquid off of those and put them in here. I'm also making tea in case y'all wonder beside there. Sorry, my tripod is very loud when I move it around. I'm going to get my 2 cans of chicken and drain those and add them next. Okay, now I've got my 2 cans of chicken. Oh, my 2 cans of chicken, which I will break that up more once I start stirring it. Okay, we've added the 1 can of corn for now. And then we're going to start adding in our 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting that in. Get the other one. And we're also going to take these 2 cans that the cream of chicken was in, and we're going to put water in them and add 2 cans of the water. And that'll also get the rest of what's left in here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. Let's get these 2 cans. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to kind of stir in here to try to get some of the extra of the soup that was stuck in there out. I need to zoom out a little, I think. I'm zoomed in too much, y'all. So you can actually see what I'm doing better. Okay. Okay, now we're going to add in 1 can of Rotel. I didn't drain it. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this on, kind of on low. Start mixing it up. And then I have 16 ounces of Velveeta cheese that I'm going to add in too. I'm just trying to break up some of the meat that's in here. I could have done it beforehand probably, but it should break apart pretty easily. And I'm going to, as this is warming up, I will see if I need to add any seasonings, because really it's not, I didn't call for anything, but I just feel weird not putting any kind of seasoning in it. And I found this recipe, someone had shared it on Facebook. So I will try to remember and type it up down in the description box for y'all. But it's very easy, so as y'all can tell. And we'll see if it's good. I hope it is, because this will be an easy one to throw together. I'm going to add just like part of this cheese, a little at a time, so that I can kind of melt this and then add some more. And like I said, and I'm going to see if I think I need to add more corn. The kids are not like crazy about corn, so that's why I'm not really going to add a lot to start with. You could probably use rotisserie chicken in this if you have like rotisserie, or you can buy like at Walmart that it's already shredded up rotisserie chicken. I've bought that before. I always forget about it. I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. I may not need much salt, but I'm gonna start letting this warm up, and I will come back as it's melting and kind of show y'all. Okay, y'all, we're still waiting for it to all melt, but I'm gonna add in just a little a little garlic powder, some oregano, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle in a little chili powder because, okay, it's white chicken chili. Put a little bit of that in and just kind of stir it in. Actually, I'm going to get some cumin too. I think that would be good. And on this, you can just put it in if you want. Just kind of guesstimate how much you want to put in. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this cheese in. And so it's 16 ounces, and I just tried to cut them small so that it would melt a little better. And I've got it on, it's a little less, it's kind of in between, I guess, medium low. On mine, it would be like at the number 3, almost number 4 spot. But I don't want to do it too fast and scorch it, and we're just trying to basically get the cheese all melted. And once it gets melted good, then I'm going to taste it again, and we will see what else it might need. Okay, it's almost melted. I'm going to add just a little bit more chili powder and a little more cumin. I'm going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper also. Turn it down just a little. Let it kind of finish melting any little pieces that are left, but I think it's almost done. Okay, y'all, I've got it done. From what I can taste, it tastes good. Sorry, I'm getting a spoon over here. I always have to ramble around and make noises, don't I? Anyways, I got a ladle. We're going to put this on the table, and then we're going to come back and let you know what we think about it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to ask Adrian, what do you think about it?
It's good.
Good?
Yep.
My husband's on his way, so I'll find out what he thinks. Courtney's still at work, and Peyton's cheering at a volleyball game. But I would say thumbs up. Very easy and good, y'all. Recommend it. Hey y'all, tonight I'm going to be making a taco bake. I'm going to preheat my oven right now to 350. I have a pound of lean hamburger meat right here in the pan, and I'm going to just season this up with salt and pepper to begin with. And if y'all been watching me a while, you know I always season up my hamburger meat with salt, pepper, garlic, and onion almost every time I make meat. Sorry y'all, my cabinet is right here. So every time I reach for my spices, my camera gets in the way. So there's my onion and garlic. And what we're gonna do is, might help if I turned it on, huh? Is we're gonna cook this meat, and then we're gonna add some taco seasoning. You can use the packages of taco seasoning, or if you're like me, I use the Fiesta brand, or you may even make your own. So I guess whatever you use to to season up your taco meat. So I had to open up some more garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cooked up. But in the meantime, I want to show you what else I'm going to be doing. We're going to heat up a can of cheddar cheese soup. This is a 10 3/4 ounce can. Okay, and then you're going to also add a 1/2 cup of milk. And we're going to turn this on, on about medium heat, and we're going to warm that up. Y'all, I thought I was recording. Okay, I took this soup off of the burner. Now I just warmed it up until it's smooth. So I removed it because I did not want it to scorch. Then I took my taco seasoning. It is the Fiesta brand. If it'll focus on here. I get this at Walmart. So I just added a tablespoon of that to my meat, along with 2/3 a cup of water. And I'm just going to kind of let this warm up. And I was sitting here thinking, and that's what made me realize I wasn't recording, is do any of y'all recognize, maybe if you've been around a while, these measuring cups here are from Tupperware, and these were actually my mama's. I think she had these probably before I was born. So they've been around a long time. And she used to have the canisters, and they were like a bright orange. That must have been the style back then. So anyways, I'm going to just kind of finish letting this simmer a little bit, warm up. And then we're going to move on to the next step. I have, it called for a 9x9 pan, and I don't have a 9x9. This is actually an 8x11, so we're going to use that. And it doesn't say to do this, but I want to go ahead and spray the bottom a little bit with some cooking spray. And then you take some Fritos. And the woman, I found this recipe on Pinterest, she uses the chili cheese Fritos, which to me sounded really good, but if you don't have chili cheese or you don't like chili cheese, then just use regular. And it said just to sprinkle an even layer across the bottom. So now I have our meat mixture, and I'm going to go ahead, try not to get it everywhere. I'm going to spoon that over the top of our chips. And I think if I make this again, I won't put quite as much water. The recipe said to do your taco seasoning and to add 2/3 a cup of water, but I think I would add less. It seemed a little bit watery. So, I don't know. That's just my preference, I guess. But maybe it's that way for a reason. Maybe it's supposed to soak into the chips. I'm not sure. Okay. Next, we are going to get our cheese mixture. And I'm going to kind of drizzle this over the meat mixture. And I thought this would be an easy meal. A lot of times on Thursday, I'm trying to finish editing I usually try to finish up any editing that I don't have done on my What's for Dinner, and today I'm kind of behind, and so this works out perfect because I didn't want to make a gigantic meal that took a lot of time. So this works out good. And lastly, we're going to add some cheese, and I have mozzarella cheese. That's what she recommended, but you can use cheddar or Fiesta blend or whatever you like. And so she said 8 to 12 ounces. So I'm just going to kind of go over it, because 8 ounces is actually this whole bag. That's a lot of cheese, but maybe it's supposed to be real cheesy. So, you know what? We're going to live on the edge. We're going to put this whole 2 cups worth of cheese on here, and it's going to be good, I bet. So, I think that's good. Now we're going to put it into our oven that we preheated at 350, and we're going to let it cook for... We're going to let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes until this cheese is all bubbly. So, put it in the oven and we'll be right back. There it is, y'all. Alrighty, Brassy Poo. No,
I like it.
It's good?
Yes.
It's very kind of simple, but it's not bad.
Cheesy. I like the cheese.
It has a lot of cheese, huh? Look at Courtney picking hers up.
The cheese, you know, it kind of reminds me of the cheese that you would have in a Philly cheesesteak almost.
Yeah, because it's mozzarella. That is true.
Because, like...
But it has a little bit of that taco seasoning.
It's not chewy, but it's almost like melty. Like, it almost feels like liquid cheese. Kind of like, you know how because they drizzle it over it and when it's still warm.
It does have the cheddar cheese soup inside mixed with milk.
Unlike the freaking cheese bites at school, they are like high hard cheese.
They're
just
not very
like hollow little bread loaves thing. Tiny. They're literally like this big in a square, and they just fill them with cheese, and they're overflowing with cheese and all. I wouldn't eat them even if I had nothing else.
So we're okay.
How do you like this?
Good. Like Bryce said, it's like melty. It's
I think it would be good if I'd have had lettuce and tomatoes cut up for it.
I love tacos, so if you don't know that, then you're not original. I wouldn't eat those even if I was dying.
The cheese sticks at school?
It's not cheese sticks.
Hey, cheese
bites.
If you don't know that I love tacos, then you're not an OG.
She's so silly.
What's OG? The original.
An
original people here. What?
Okay, and for those of you who didn't know, she loves tacos.
This on Tuesday?
I don't know. Anyways, my opinion is it's good. It would have, I think, been better if I'd had lettuce and tomatoes cut up, but I went to get some lettuce out, and I'm gonna turn around and show myself, even though I might look a little rough.
She always thinks she looks rough.
The lettuce was kind of turning brown, and I didn't want just tomatoes and with no lettuce. So anyways, but if you make this up, cut up lettuce, tomatoes, I think it would be really good. Jalapenos would have been good on it.
Yeah.
Very easy. And I should have made something to go on the side, but I don't know. Tonight was one of those nights I just didn't want to. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.